Hi, I'm Sarah Bendrick, licensed landscape contractor, and today I want to show you guys how to easily build a horizontal slat fence. We're going to use that fence to hide all this pool equipment, and we're going to do it using Outdeco's Slat Fence Kit. Because we want around a 4-foot fence, we're using Outdeco's 52-inch surface mount posts combined with two 24-inch slat fence kits stacked. First, you'll want to select your material. We're using redwood, but you can select any material that's between 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, which is really great. There's a lot of different materials that you can use to build your slat fence or decorative fence. But to start this whole project, we're going to start off with the first post. Add your post cap, and then place the post so the side with no holes is facing the front. The kit comes with hardware to anchor into decks or into masonry. Since we're anchoring into concrete, we're using a hammer drill to pre-drill and then the concrete anchors to lock the post down. Open your first 24-inch slat fence kit and identify the different channels to partner them correctly. Overlap them and attach them loosely to the pre-existing drilled holes on the 52-inch post. Now we want to adjust the channels to the width of the selected wood. Attach the corresponding channels on the second post. Make sure you identify the back by the two holes and that you orient them correctly when you attach them. All right, it's time to place our second post. This is actually going to be a corner post, which is really cool, but before we set it, we need to make sure that it measures out. So we're using a 6-foot piece of timber here. And we're going to use that to loosely drop in our channels to get our spacing for this post. There we go. So that looks about right. One thing to note is you want to use one channel system at a time. So whatever you open out of the box, make sure that they're partnered with each other. There's A and B. Pro tip, take the material that you're using and add a thin piece of cardboard, and that'll give you the right spacing because you want to make sure that your lumber slides through here. Also note that you want your channels to be locked in with even spacing on either side. And now it's time to anchor down the second post. Make sure the front is facing out. Time for post number 3. You'll notice we already have our B channels attached to the third post and our A channels attached to the second post. We've been using the included cardboard spacer in the kit to get our desired height to attach and level our first row. So it's really important that this first set of wood is level. So we're going to anchor those in with the provided screws and check the level to make sure, because everything else is going to work off that first level. What I love about this kit is how adjustable it is. So these are the spacers right here, and they're 1/2 inch. And what you do is you drop them in the channel, and that'll give you perfect spacing all the way up. You don't have to measure anything, which is really awesome. Plus, you can stack as many of these as you want. I recommend 1/2 inch to 1 inch between lumber. I think that looks nice. I also like varying the size of the lumber. I think that's also visually interesting. But you can do whatever you want. Have fun. It's actually super easy. Before we drop our lumber in, we're going to add our second set of channel kits on either side. Again, we'll loosely attach these. Make sure that the two slat kits line up so that your wood can slide easily from the top to the bottom. This is the face and this is the back, so it can slide right over the screws in the channel. Now this is the fun part. We're dropping in our lumber and alternating with the spacers. Again, we used redwood with a nice warm stain on it, but Outdeco sells a wood poly composite slat that works perfectly with this system. It comes in charcoal and espresso. Use the included hardware to screw through the lumber and the pre-drilled holes in the channels to secure the lumber in place. As you can see, we hid this eyesore in the yard using Outdeco's posts and their slat fence kit system together to create this modern and beautiful fence. What I most like about the system is how adjustable it is, having the spacers that you can stack, as well as being able to adjust the channels to fit any lumber that's between 1/2 inch and 1 inch wide.